Hey y'all, what up, good people? It's your boy SIKO coming live to you from Rustenburg. Well, this is the return of Dare to Dream Rise to Excellence. This is season 2, baby, and we working on some fourth industrial revolution type of ish. In this season, I won't be sitting down with artists like I used to do back in season 1, where I used to invite artists at the venue that we had, and I used to sit with them right here with me and do the interviews. Well, in this season, we're just focusing on the fourth industrial revolution due to unforeseen circumstances. I'm talking about COVID-19 that currently hit our country and the world as that is recognized as a world pandemic. We saw it important that as Dare to Dream and the production team, we won't be inviting anyone into our studios anymore. We won't be talking to anyone sitting next to them due to precautions that were made by our president. We made sure that we want to respect these precautions. Hence, we went to the fourth industrial revolution type of ish. What do I mean by that? I'll be interviewing guys and they'll be at home. I'll be at home as well. We'll be doing it as a live streaming and normal pre-recorded type of ish. And if there's an artist who's out there and hoping to be featured in this show, this interesting show called Dare to Dream Rise to Excellence, you can just quickly inbox us on our Facebook page, which is New Inferno Television. Well, in today's episode, I have one of the interesting guys who is in Mahikeng. Like I said, he's in Mahikeng and I'm here in Rustenburg. And this is live, as you can see that you are watching us live right now. Well, the guy goes by the name of Keolopile Lopi, who is the owner of the brand called KUSE, which is a media brand. So right after the break, you guys will be hearing from himself right after this break. Stay tuned.
Yo, what up? This is Casper University, the new age dog shipilizer, and you are watching New Inferno TV. Keep it locked. But there are people who are watching you at home that perhaps they want to know where you went to school, perhaps when they want to know where you did like your primary, middle school, then rush to high school, and then perhaps what you pursued right after school. Perhaps you went to a university where you pursued a career in law or whatsoever. Like, just briefly take us through that.
So that Ethiopia back then, okay, Taung, I was born and bred in Taung. I went to crash, go Tingo Taung, and then my primary, I went to primary Kubutiro, Taung still, in Purumong. And then my middle school, from grade 8 up until matric, I was at Pinahari High School. And then immediately after matric, that's where I went to Bloemfontein. By the way, I studied commercial subject, and I can't say that from grade 10 I knew that I had it in me. The ambitions and the I always knew that I have a business mind. I was always business minded, and I come from a business minded family as well. My grandmother, my father's mother actually, was a stall owner at our own town where she was
Yeah.
selling veggies and all of that. So during the weekend, when I was still in my schooling years, I would travel with her to town, help her sell. So I guess the business mind in me continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. And in grade 12, after completing my matric, what I wanted to do personally, I wanted to go study IT. But unfortunately, I couldn't study IT, so I went to study business admin as well.
Yeah.
And I guess this has always been the journey I was actually supposed to follow, no matter what I chose or no matter what I felt like. And immediately after, in 2017, 2018, that's when I had the age that, you know what, now I have to like start something of my own that will set me apart, that will set me apart from everything that's happening, from the business side, the game, the entertainment game. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, and that's where in 2017 I started the brand KUSE. I had no idea what I was doing at that time, believe you me. All I had was a dream and a vision. That's all.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Kolopile. That's quite an interesting story. But my guy, yeah,
it's quite an interesting story. So, like, tell me, like you said, back in school, you always knew that you had it in you that you want to be a businessman, and then you went to Bloemfontein and studied commercial subject. Besides that,
Mhm.
I know that growing up, there's something else that you wanted to be. As you were a kid, there's any other career that you wanted to pursue. So, like, can you take us through what you wanted to be before you reached to grade 10?
I think I was inspired by my dad to be a social worker because it was he was the social worker, right?
Yeah,
And him being there to help people, working with a lot of people at that time was an inspiration to me that, you know what, when I grow up, I want to be a social worker. When I grow up, I want to help people. I want to do good in the community. I wanted to make my name just like I wanted to follow in my father's footsteps when I was still a little boy. So growing with him, uh, being available in my life, it was a blessing. With all the advices that I gained from him, the
yeah,
motivation and the inspiration to keep on pursuing whatever that I wanted to do. It was an amazing thing that came about 2016 when I was doing my matric. So it was
yeah,
that thing that now I make my own decisions now. And then considering the fact that I was studying commercial subject at high school, I couldn't
yeah.
continue being a social worker as I wanted to. So I had to find something at university that would correspond with my high school subject being a commercial subject.
All right. Yeah, that's quite an interesting story, man. So, like, yeah. Well, tell me. I understand that you have your own brand called KUSE. Can you take
Mhm.
us through KUSE? What is KUSE? Can you tell KUSE to the like? Can you tell the world listening out there about KUSE, what it does, and how you started about? How many partners do you have in it? And what's the mission and vision statement of the brand?
Yeah, bro. Let's start it to where it began.
Yeah,
So Kuse began when I was still in Bloemfontein, the year 2018.
yeah,
I think it was on February, March, when I just came across the ANN side, ANN channel. They wanted a presenter and a freelancer presenter. So I
yeah,
took the opportunity and I was like, let me just try this. And then fortunate enough, they gave me a shot to say, you know what, this is your first gig, do it. And at the time we were presenting, or I was presenting a show at Khalas Palace, where
yeah,
it was more like it was more of career exhibition for high schools and varsities. So at that
yeah,
immediately after that day, I met up with a couple of guys, and then as I told them that was my first gig, they were surprised. So like, yo, you are a natural. Why don't you pursue this thing? Being a presenter, being an MC, being an event host. And then I was interested in doing it, but I didn't want to do it under anyone else. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to do it on my own. So that's when I came across a brother called Lucanio, whom I met through foreign markets trading, forex. So at the time, he
yeah,
was teaching me how to trade. And then as we talked, the reasons why I wanted to trade, he sort of discussed this business idea that I had at that time, which was running or opening an event company, an event organizing company. So the name Kuse came about there. It was meant to be an event company, and then Kuse it's a word took from the Zulu word meaning Kuse, which means until. So I'm not Zulu, I'm Tswana. So I just took the Z out and then I added the S to make it a Tswana slang word, but still you pronounce it the same way, it still means the same thing. it means until. And then immediately after registering the brand, I saw that you know what, I can't just depend on one services. I can't just offer one service to the people which is event organizing. Let me see what else can I do. That's where I started thinking about because I did business management. That's why I said, you know
Yeah.
what, artists themselves are businesses. So how about maybe I take a couple of artists under my management and manage them and treat them as businesses. And it was the second service that we wanted to offer under KUSE. Um, and then
Viewers at home, stay tuned. Let's quickly rush to your water break because it seems like we're having a technical glitch. The guy who happens to be losing his signal right now. Let's quickly take a water break and then we'll get back to you. Stay tuned.
South Africans and people of Popirima, COVID-19 should not be stigmatized. We get COVID-19 when the saliva of someone that is infected with the virus comes into contact with another person's soft lining of the mouth, the soft lining of the nose, or with the eyes. That's how it's passed from one person to another. And as human beings, we love touching our faces. That's why it's important for us to wash our hands regularly. So people will get COVID-19 through no fault of their own. So please, let's not shun each other. Let's not be ashamed and shy if we become diagnosed with COVID. And that's why we're asking you to come out in your numbers in the communities for screening. That's going to be a couple of questions asked of you, and if necessary, you will be sent for a test. It is better that all of us know if we are symptomatic, whether we have COVID or not. Then we know to isolate for sure and to stop the spread from person to person.
Show that to dream rise to excellence, and this is the return. This is the first episode of season 2, where I already explained, and as you saw before the break, that I'm interviewing people who I'm not with right now. This guy is Keolopile Lopi, the owner of the brand called KUSE. He's been telling us about himself and how the brand came about, and then we had a technical glitch and we went to the break. So he's gonna continue where he left off. Yo, Keolopile, how's it?
yo, my king.
Sure. Before the break, you were just telling us about how you came about the name of the brand KUSE and everything like that. So the viewers are still keen to know about the brand and how to go on about everything. So you just quickly continue where we left off.
Yes, sir. As I was talking about the brand, the name, how it came about, the name KUSE, it being a Zulu word, and just it being a Zulu word that means until, and we just had to remove the Z and put in the S to make it to tonalize it in a way, because I'm
Yeah,
not Zulu, I'm Twana, so you know, and then the brand is just it was something that for me it was something to build an eternal life, so to say. You know, I wanted
yeah.
something that's going to be here until even after my death, it would still be here. My name will still be remembered. That you know what, there was a guy named Keolopile Lopi, and he came up with initiatives, or he started this brand, and now this brand is still here. It still does amazing things for people. It still does amazing things for artists. It's a platform, so to say, and I'm trying my level best to make it a platform that's gonna be here forever and ever and ever. And it being the platform that always introduces new measures, that introduces artists to businesses, to markets, and to their to create or grow their audience and fan base.
Well, man, that's a quite interesting journey that you just took. So, like, can you just tell us that in your brand KUSE, how many artists do you have so far, and how many songs, EPs, or albums they have worked on, or perhaps are planning to work on?
So right now, I'm managing two artists, and then one already has an EP out. the other one is working on a mixtape, and they are actually both working on a collaboration mixtape as well, the two of them. And then we also have another DJ, a soulful house DJ. Um, I wouldn't say he's under my management, but he's a friend, and I'm always there for him. He's always there for me as well. In gigs, when we're doing gigs, he's always there to come and play with us. Whenever there's something that the brand is doing, he's always one of those first artists that we call, and he's always available for the brand, man. And I feel like my friendship with him has grew beyond business. I feel like right now we at a point whereby I take him as a brother, so to say. So I would say that he's under my management, and he's also a friend, a personal close friend of mine.
Enjoying the show, and it's just unforeseen circumstances that we're facing right now because we keep on having technical glitches, especially on our signal. It's in both sides. We just facing signal issues. While Kulopile was taking us through with the artists he has and what they are working on for this year, especially he said he mentioned that one of them has an EP and the other one is working on a mixtape, and the other one, and they are both working on a collaboration. So we'll just let him continue with everything. So Kolopile, yeah, continue where we left off.
Yes, as I was talking, the 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 collaboration EP the artists are working on is for the Honor Your City tour. It's the annual tour that we're doing during towards the festive season.
Yeah.
Um, sometime November, September to October, where
Your network is failing us this side. We still have an issue with your network. Can you just let's quickly rush to a water break and you'll try to fix your network. Yeah, let's quickly rush to a water break. Stay tuned, viewers.
Yo, what up? This is Casper University, the new age dog ship and you are watching New Inferno TV. Keep it locked.
Yo, what up, good people? It's your boy TSHEPISO SIKO. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get Keolopile going on with us on this interview because we've already went past the 30 minutes of the show. Well, by the way, this is Dare to Dream Rise to Excellence. This is the show that this is the season where I only interview people online because like this show on the first on the first season, I was inviting artists back to the studio where I was sitting down with them, doing interviews with them, and they could get an opportunity to perform because we had a venue. But due to the unforeseen circumstances that we face right now, which is the COVID-19 that we were never prepared for. Anyway, we are not able to interview artists. We are not able to sit with them because some of them don't have traveling permits and we cannot sit with them at the venue that we used to. And prior to the COVID-19, the venue is also one of the venues that are affected because it's a club that is called Kings and Queens Lifestyle Lounge, where we were doing everything. A huge shout out to Donald Mukete, the owner of Kings and Queens, for giving us the venue. We shout out. I just want to send a huge shout out, some big love to him, and to every artist who is sitting at home right now, hoping to be featured on this show. Like you can just kindly DM us right now, then we'll get back to you about how to go on about everything. But whosoever want to do it, make sure that your data bundles are on point because right now we having network problems with the guy that I've been interviewing. The guy is called Keolopile Lopi. He has a media brand. He says on his brand, he has a clothing brand. He has artists that are recording music. He has that they have their own production team. They have DJs and a lot of stuff. And if you wanna connect with Keolopile Lopi, you can just WhatsApp him on 060-389-3732. Telephone number 067-760-9233. Email address KUSE071 at gmail.com. Is KUSE 071 at gmail.com. And on his social handles, on Instagram is at KUSE3. On Twitter is at KUSE3. Facebook is at KUSE and is at KUSE underscore KUSE end. If you want to connect with Keolopile Lopi, that's the route you should take. And by the way, Dare to Dream Rise to Excellence return has nothing to do with personal interviews where I'll be sitting down with artists and interviewing them, and there are no performances anymore. This is a fourth industrial revolution type of thing where I'll only be interviewing people. They'll be in their house and I'll be here. But one other thing that you should be sure of about this new season of Dare to Dream is that we don't have a specific time that will be going on, because this is a live streaming. When the candidate is ready and I'm ready, we'll be going live. And if you know any artist who would want to be featured on this show, they can quickly just DM us on the New Inferno Television page and we'll be able to get back to them. Apart from that, let's call it a night. I love you all. I hope you guys are staying at home. I hope you guys are sanitizing your hands. I hope you guys are keeping the social distance. I hope you guys are not moving around without permits. I hope you guys are putting on your masks and gloves regularly. Apart from that, you guys should not forget to pray, because God is good. This thing, we can beat it if we stay united. And one other thing, please, please, please tune in to New Inferno Television tonight at 8:30, so that you don't miss the update by the president. Stay tuned. I love you all. This is your boy TSHEPISO SIKO signing out. Peace out.
What up, this is Casper University, the new age dog ship and you are watching New Inferno TV. Keep it locked.